Hello and welcome to the Museum of American Speed in Lincoln, Nebraska. I think what really sets us apart is our museum tries to pay homage to the grassroots racer and hot rodder. And so we have all kinds of exhibits here that talk about that, but we also have one of the largest collections of pedal cars, art, sculpture, and a lot of other things that kind of tie into automotive culture. Over the past year, we've forged new friendships which have really pushed this museum in a new direction, and I'd like to share some of those stories with you now. Here we are in our fantastic Bonneville Land Speed Gallery, and really, this is a gallery unlike any other in the United States. We've had so many wonderful people help us with their contributions, both financially and of objects, to make this gallery really what it is. I'm surrounded with fantastic cars from, Yachty Breedlove donating the Craig Breedlove Spirit of America, the car that brought back the speed record in 1964 to our great country. But probably some of my favorites, the Mona Lisas of the group, Ron Main's Flatfire, world's fastest flathead, which led into the development of the Speed Demon, and George Poteet, the ultimate hot rodder, a car that's gone 400 miles an hour more times than every 400-mile-an-hour car times 4, if you can imagine that. So we have some fantastic stuff in this gallery that continues to inspire young people, and it only happens through these fantastic contributions and help from our friends in the outside world. Here we are in the off-road gallery of the museum, and in the midst of the story of Herzog Motorsports. And Herzog Contracting from St. Joseph, Missouri came to us years ago and said, "We've done all this racing. We have a history of our company culture being involved in racing, everything from NASCAR, stadium trucks, Baja." And they said, "We'd like to put our vehicles somewhere." And at the time, we saw the richness of their story, but we didn't have the space. And so they said, "How about we loan you the vehicles and instead give you a financial contribution to make the dream of an expansion of the museum come true?" And that really is what lit the spark of creating our 100,000 square foot addition to the museum. Not only does that allow us to build an off-road gallery and to team up with other off-road entities like the Off-Road Motorsports Hall of Fame Museum, but it also allows us to expand our land speed racing galleries, our drag racing galleries, and our NASCAR galleries. So that's another example of a great friendship. Every single day here at the Museum of American Speed, there are exciting things happening. The museum is always changing and always growing, and we've been so blessed to have partnered with the Unser family to bring the Unser Museum out of Albuquerque and here to the Lincoln, Nebraska Museum of American Speed. What you see around you is a new exhibit we're working on currently to tell the entire Unser family story. And so new things are happening, things are getting built, and it's just so exciting. And this is an example of what's possible with the help from people from the outside that contribute and bring their items here. As you can see, we've got new galleries that have never before been seen by the public, and this is all part of our open wheel gallery that really celebrates Indy racing and open wheel racing, really the grassroots types of racing that are at the heart of American culture. Here we are in one of my favorite spaces in the museum. This is a space we call Bill's Garage. We always stage this room with fantastic cars, and we're walking next to a few of those now, and it's a great opportunity to talk about another one of our great donors, a man named Eric Zosner, who was the Deputy Secretary of Energy under Gerald Ford and built some amazing hot rods and donated millions of dollars worth of his creations to our fantastic museum. It's just an awesome sight to see. I wanted to walk through this gallery. It's another gallery that's actually being built as we speak. This is our bicycle gallery that really celebrates bicycle motocross. And why we're doing this portion of American racing here at our museum is because it's part of the overall narrative. It's really where young people learn how to use tools for the first time and compete for the first time. And it's so interesting how so many racers and car people started with bicycles. It's where they learned, how to not over-tighten a bolt and how to use tools properly. So we're so excited. We have contributors from all over the United States that are bringing their rare and exciting bicycles here to be put on display for the first time together, and I know people are just going to love it. What makes our museum so interesting is just the diversity of the artifacts and how everything ties back to this American car culture that we all love so much. We're in the Spin Dizzy or Tether Car Gallery now, and these are miniature race cars. They're all gasoline powered from the 30s and 40s. This gallery is the most diverse, most complete collection in the United States, made possible from donors like John Lorenz and Eric Zosner. Our museum is just so diverse. I think when most people think of a car collection or a car museum, they imagine a roadside attraction where the cars are parked door handle to door handle. But this is a museum where the man or the spouse sits in the car while dad goes in. No, this museum really has something for everyone, between the art, the largest pedal car collection in the United States, lunch boxes, tin toys, musical instruments. The list goes on, but it all ties back to the car culture, the American car culture that we all love. There's a lot of excitement buzzing about the Museum of American Speed. We have a fantastic team and over 60 volunteers which represent the heart of our museum, but what really pushes our nonprofit forward is our friendships. We make it our mission to team with people who share our vision of ensuring the memories of our automotive heroes are not lost, and the objects relating to those people are preserved for future generations. We find that with our visitors, it's really the human story that resonates with them. And these collections really help us tell that story in a meaningful way so people don't forget our heroes.